heal, does get the 1-for-1 trade.
You just need Mickey to be there with Taimou when he's going to push in like that, as Dallas Fuel still making some progress here on the point. Rascal building up towards that Dragon Blade, going to get D-Mech onto Poco, so that's a big one. Now, you do have Effecto who falls at the hands of Fraggy. You need an Effect to stay up there. That extra damage is so big.
Rascal doesn't need to do anything else right now, Matt. Just stay alive, stay safe, use those reflex if required. Slow and steady is going to win the race here. And the Dallas Fuel have been able to shift the Philadelphia Fusion off of this first point now, but it's time for the Dragon Blade. We know what EQO can do with these. The Transcendence, though, is out in response. No surprises there to see this Genji ult pretty much entirely nullified.
Yeah, Dallas ends up using both support ultimates. Fuel to use one of their support ultimates first, you know, thinking that that dive is going to come in, or maybe even the blade as well. But Dallas holds on to both support ultimates, and they get this tactical visor up top.
An important pick. No Nano Blade going to be available for Philadelphia. But Rascal takes himself down with his own Helix Rocket. Tries to get cute at close range with the 76, but it backfires literally. Snillo at least finding chips. And EQO's on that low ground with a Dragon Blade. Not much to use it with. Maybe a Transcendence could follow it up. Mickey, was there self-destruct? No.
And when Rascal falls there at Soldier 76, he's not able to protect either of the supports up top.
And still having an impact in these fights, Matt.
You're going to have another Tac Visor here from Rascal up on that high ground, and you're going to have a Pulse Bomb, but it's going to be Chips who falls early, so not going to have the benefit of the Discord Orb or the Harmony Orb to heal Taimou on the point, right? Taimou has to jump all the way back, trying to get towards Custa. Taimou falls early.
He went very, very deep effective to try and get rid of Neptuno, and it worked out. Self-destruct here. Boombox obviously is completely unperturbed, but the rest of his team need to watch out! Dallas Fuel! Hello?
Onto Effect, but it's going to be a Biotic Grenade from Custa, connects with 3 members from the Fuel, but it's going to be a Dragon Blade already, but it's going to be Rascal taken out there by EQO. So you lose your Zenyatta, you lose your Dragon Blade there. It's a tough one for the Fuel.
I mean, Fraggy, Matt, really early on got his hand straight into the cookie jar. He removed Chips at the start of that fight, a fight where he could theoretically have developed a Transcendence over the course of it. Completely reasonable to expect that. That would have been sick if the defenders can actually get those AoE support ultimates. That really adds to their ability to hold. And look how far forward EQO is pushing here. So just forging ahead. Just wants to make sure
they're going to use Sound Barrier as well. They're going to engage the point. EQO still with this Dragon Blade. So now you've gotten that Transcendence out. Now the Blade's going to come through.
Charge in. It's going to be one here. Surely Custer goes down there. EQO's looking for his next one. Frankie's found Chips. Both supports are missing for the Dallas Fuel. Taimou's trying to fight back, but again, he has to take to the sky in order to try and keep himself alive. And his self-preservation instinct was misplaced. And that's it.
But they can do many things. EQO barely gets out with his life.
Look at him just smirking, saying, "Hey, you mere mortals thought you could take me? I don't think so." All planned, boys.
And both supports are kind of left by the point there, and it's just Poco, Snillo, and then EQO. As soon as he gets the call out, jumps right back over the wall. Snillo opens things up with 4 final.
Again, and it will take some time for their styles to sort of mesh and coalesce with each other, but it's good to see him on show anyway. Dragon Blade. EQO sees it coming a mile off and actually manages to avoid it for the most part. Rascal gets very little done there. A lot of support ultimates being drawn out. The Transcendence from Chips. Custer uses the Sound Barrier, so did Neptuno. But as the smoke clears and all the overshields dissipate, as the Philadelphia Fusion who stand tall. Everyone dug in with support ultimates in that fight.
For it seems like forever, 98% and counting, as Dallas never makes it back to the point. Taimou trying to jump over the top.
I think they're using it right now just for positioning to get set up on the point. Mickey's knocked off course, but he wants to go on with the Graviton fairly soon. Looking for his target, and there it is. He's going to lay it straight down, making sure Poco couldn't eat it up, and the Dallas Fuel converge around the entirety of the Philadelphia Fusion, who are drawn together. There's gravitational forces, and that will give them the team fight here in the nick of time. At the 11th hour, the Dallas Fuel hang on.
Well, the Fuel can play pretty aggressive now as well, because Rascal has that Blizzard, obviously, and trap a lot of players. Chips using a Coalescence as well, just putting down some more damage.
That's big!
Big shatter there by Taimou, but it's going to be Snillo who takes him out, though, as he tries to go in for the follow-up.
That could have been the turnaround, but Snillo gets back up and fights too. Effect wasn't able to pick up Boombox, so the healing is still going to be there. Another attempt at the Graviton Surge and another flubbed one as the Philadelphia Fusion push in. Poco uses his. Now we're in overtime. It's just Taimou. He tries to get onto the point, really. Shattered straight away. Fraggy knows.
Because look, Mickey gets hooked in again. He gets chunked down to low HP. You have nothing to protect these players as they come in. There'll be a whole hog from EQO. Takes out Taimou before keeping him up. It'll be a big Earth Shatter from Fraggy, knocking down 2.
And Fraggy, the last son of Valhalla, gets in there. Gets taken down though, as Mickey's able to deal with him. The Earth Shatter was what enabled the Philadelphia Fusion to spring forward. get him back behind him now. Coalescence being drawn out. Frankie coming forward, has Orb of Discord on, which is making him very susceptible from this airborne threat that Rascal is. However, the Coalescence backing up the Philadelphia Fusion helped him at the start of the fight, but it might not be keeping him in it much longer. Effect finally springs forth from the shadows in the backside to remove Poker from his mech, and that means it's an easy barrage for Rascal. Gets himself two. Rascal gets fire struck. Not quite as bad as being thunderstruck, but close. And now at the Farah, getting the splash damage back on her. EQO finds Chips again. That's not good. They're missing the Zen map. Now Rascal, hoping to get a barrage here, might have to go for it anyway, just see what he can get.
Yeah, you have Effect playing Junkrat, so you were saying, you know, they like to run that Junkrat-Farah combination. You have Effect make the change over. Don't really see him play Junkrat. Usually in stage 1 when you saw it, it was either Seagull or Taimou. Sanillo will take out Taimou.
Hail Mary,
the barrage. And there it was. Doesn't do anything as Mickey will get demeched. No, this looks like the Philadelphia Fusion holding up.
That's it, overtime. Glints away, and the Philadelphia Fusion put up a very impressive hold in front of the Foundry. The region that I grew up in as well, in Overwatch at least. Stillo, he's trying for it. He saw Carpe do it on the hard zone, the flank around to deal with the Widowmaker. It doesn't work out this time, Effect's having none of it. However, Chips has traded out. They've lost to Zenyatta again. We're seeing so many Zens getting picked off today, Matt. It's been one of those days where teams have been very, very good at that dive. Custer definitely sweating as he tried to pass across the path of the hook from EQO. He and Frankie can still work together on this one. Dallas are playing quite a far back composition with the Junkrat and the Widowmaker here, so they have to come and contest, and they've lost too many players. Custer now with the Valkyrie over the top. Rascal and Effect are stuck in the windows. They can't do anything about the point. They lack the bodies.
EQO is going to have that Dragon Blade. You just have Valkyrie, which that'll save Custer, get him up high in the sky. I was going to say, it's not going to save everybody else. Chips dies already.
You see now the Dallas are tied, tethered to the payload, which actually affects their positioning in this fight, Matt. It's a constraint that they have to operate under. Always having to return to the payload. Mickey gets a resuit. He probably didn't intend to kill anyone with a self-destruct from that height, but he needed a full HP mech to at least have a chance of stalling this out a little bit longer. Frankie's got Primer Rage. I don't think Dallas can even get back to the point now. No, they're way too far away. Chips. Chariots of Fire play slowly in the background as he desperately attempts to get to the payload.
Onto the payload. Will be Valkyrie used here by the Dallas Fuel. AKM just waiting with this tac visor. Now he's going to pop it.
Yeah, he knows that the guys on the high ground are benefiting from that tactical visor, the Transcendent, should I say. A lot of ultimates being drawn for. Still leaves AKM a little bit of a present on the ground. Gets taken down by the Pulse Bomb, but Effect had a big impact in that fight. Finds EQO. Big Pulse Bomb.
Custer using Valkyrie and Chips using Transcendence. So you have both support ults that come out for the Dallas Fuel as Neptuno uses that Nano Boost. Fraggy trying to put some damage down onto AKM at range.
I love me some Nano Diva, Matt. It's always fun. Poker was able to sustain through most of the damage being thrown in his direction, and now a self-destruct over on the point. Very telegraphed, very much just to get the mech back. Unfortunately for him, being the only man on the payload, that was removed from him again very quickly. There will be a reset here. The Philadelphia Fusion, some of them spawned further forward than it would have liked, and the Fuel are trying to exacerbate this. They're trying to chase him down. On EQO, but Taimou will keep it stalled out with a primal rage for the time being. Philadelphia playing with their food. It's alphabet soup and they're spelling out, you're done!
And Fraggy's trying to knock players back from the Dallas Fuel back into their spawn, as this is going to be the hardest part for Philly to close it out, right? The spawn players are just trickling in.
This was so close to the payload.
Yeah. Neptuno will somehow get a res off there onto Fraggy, but you're going to res him just to fall back. Yes.
2, but we're in overtime now. One false move and you're done! EQO finds AKM now. I don't care about Transcendence, Philo says. I'm going to give Custer his just desserts anyway. AKM rolls forward directly into the bullet that would take his life, and EQO is more than happy to disco dance up on the payload here. Just not a care in the world. This is real heavy stuff here. Aggressive Widowmaker play at its very best, and EQO finishes in style.
Connects with 3 players. It'll be Neptuno using Valkyrie here trying to keep Boombox alive. You see Taimou's pushing him inside the server room, but should be the Dallas Fuel who will hold on here for the time being.
Okay, I'm gonna grapple directly into a primal raging Winston, he says. Infrasight activated. He knows AKM. He can see the Sombra at all times. That's so important. The voice line of Widowmaker using that ability should be much more lethal to Dallas Fuel than any other team because that's Sombra. You can't be invisible.
And the res on is Snillo. He's a very difficult target to take out. It'll be Transcendence used as well. As Taimou gets the effect of the Nano Boost, he dies on in. this may be Philadelphia just extending that fight. Right? You know, the Mercy Res on Snillo allows
Fantastic support duo.
yeah. It's just a whole full team effort going on at the Gladiators.
Not to say that's not the case for the Dallas Fuel, but everything's working for the Gladiators and not for these boys right now. Taimou down again. EQO and Snillo once again hit that kill feed hard. Custer being removed from the fight. Snillo and EQO get 2 apiece. What more could you ask for from this DPS duo? This new DPS duo to the Philly Fusion.
And you can see, like, it was so funny, you know, during the preseason, everyone was talking about the Philadelphia Fusion roster, and that's an insane headshot, by the way. That is right at
That was
the
a
door.
point-blank headshot on effect by EQO. Maybe we'll get the replay of that later. Once he can get these guys pushed back, he can set up on the high ground. He knows effect is off on that left side. Frankie found out the hard way, unfortunately for him. And then EQO needs to back up a little bit more. Taimou fancy to challenge him out. Good idea, but the Winston's low. EQO was looking for the shot, but now the self-destruct may cause problems. No one falls to it on the side of the Philadelphia Fusion, and that's it! The Dallas Fuel had players around the point, but the chaos that is created by a team like Philadelphia, relentless, never giving up, always nipping at your heels.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.